can't be lazy, because you ain't going to be able to sit there all the way through. Because if you do, I'm going to crown you. A spike right through your hair. We're going to do a real old one for you when she was very small. Oh, Carol, don't let us steal your heart away. Well, I'm gonna learn to dance, never take me all night and day. Climb into my machine so we can groove on out. I know a swing a little joint, we can jump and shout. It takes you traffic on the highway, not so long a ride. You bought a car in the open, you can walk inside. A little cutie takes your hand and you can thank her man.
June, how are you, love? All right? See you after. Hey? All right? We're ready then.
Michael Philip Jagger, leader of the Rolling Stones for 10 years. He's on his way to another Australian concert. He's feeling the strain of performing in extreme heat in open-air venues.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rolling Stones.
But the tour is going well. The Stones have been living up to their reputation as the world's #1 rock group. The only disappointments have been for the press. No hotel sieges, no mass hysteria, and no major scandals. On the Australian tour, the music was to be more important than the headlines.
All right, man.
A Japanese seaman was today plucked from the sea 15 miles from Tasmania's southeast cape.
Good evening on a wet Thursday evening in Sydney. Tonight, police find a vital clue in the big Newcastle mail van robbery. The sea and air search goes on, but little hope is now held for 21 seamen missing off the Tasmanian coast. Plans announced for new sub-metropolitan growth centres near Sydney. The Rolling Stones fly unannounced into Sydney. We interview leader Mick Jagger. And where has all the sunshine gone?
The world's top rock group flies into Sydney in secret. England's Rolling Stones arrived unannounced and without ceremony. Only a handful of newsmen and not a single screaming fan was there to meet them.
The next day saw the first of the 2 press conferences scheduled for Australia. Most of the Stones' touring party, or STP as their identification badges read, were there to meet the media.
I understand that. I'm never together drinking soda.
Leslie Perrin, public relations man for the Stones and known by them as Lunchtime. His other clients include John and Yoko, Frank Sinatra, the British Legal Association, and almost the Cray twins. He arrived 10 days before the group to coordinate press relations.
Drink. 6:30. Soda water. On left, right. Channel 10.
Peter Rudge, the Rolling Stones manager, the tour commander, the ringmaster. He has complete authority, which usually goes unquestioned. He looks and acts like a Cambridge Rugby Union coach. The roles are probably not dissimilar.
How long do you gentlemen feel that you will?
Maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah, it'll only be 3 or 4 minutes.
We discussed this.
5 minutes.
Hello.
Second on the left, Nicky Hopkins, pianist, one of the 3 extra musicians who now perform regularly with the Stones. Next to him, Keith Richard, guitarist and songwriter, maybe the creative genius within the group. Deadly nightshade. He won't live to 70.
What are we going to do? We're going to do one at a time? Yeah. One at a time, right? Channel 7 first.
In the foreground, Bill Wyman, bass man, is planning an album of his own this year. Perhaps he'll be the first to leave the Stones. On the far right, Leroy Leonard, Mick's personal bodyguard. He's always on stage and gathers the clothes and jewels that Mick discards. Mick Taylor, guitarist, ex-John Mayall. He is into the music more than the performance. Jagger treats him gently, for he seems rather fragile. Charlie Watts, drummer. Audiences seem to identify strongly with him. On the surface, he seems the most approachable, yet he's easily bored. At press conferences, he relates more to his glass of Blue Nun.
Seems to be the figurehead. So we've got your records of something happening in the background. As a matter of fact, this is great. We talk to you, Keith. This, you know, with respect, you look a bit like the regular Hesperus with the kind of gear you wear. But is that an effeminate gear that you've got on? You know, I mean, it's easy to be offensive, right? All I was asking was why you dress as you do.
Well, then don't be offensive.
No, I'm not intending to be. I'm trying to find out why you dress as well. Well, I'm sorry that it appears to be offensive, you know.
It's all right. We just dressed up a bit for you today, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you make yourself so accessible to the press? This is something that a lot of Australians were expecting, this sort of really big gap between the Stones and the press.
Well, I don't know on what they based that, because we were always very accessible to the press last time we were here. The truth is, in Australia, that there's so many press here that you really have to sort of might as well do them. Though some of them are rude, really rude, and like you spend a lot of time with them, and like they're really nice to you, and then they turn out to be total hypocrites because all they want to do is write an article putting you down. So you feel, why do I bother? I mean, it's only 2 days out of the whole tour cut.
It was common knowledge that the Rolling Stones were staying at Sydney's Kingsgate Hotel, but there were no screaming fans breaking down doors as there were in 1965. The Stone security guards had only one problem to deal with: a middle-aged American tourist couple who tried to force themselves on Jagger, causing members of the Stones' entourage to get stuck in the lift. Lillian Roxon, rock journalist working out of New York, in Australia covering the Stones tour.
Oh, well, I think this is very tame here. I mean, the American tour was full of people crying and hysterical groupies and lots of Mick, 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 Mick. All that. This is very tame here, very quiet. Australians get more excited about Slade and Cat Stevens. I don't understand it. You know, is it because the Stones haven't been exposed enough here lately? I haven't worked it out. I mean, I've been staying at the hotel 3 floors below him, and I don't see groupies running down in the elevator lift trying to get him. I don't see kids crowding the lobbies.
There's been nothing like that.
I mean, I like girls, you know. I mean, I've been. What can I say? Like in some places you get the girls in hotels, and some places the security's so good you don't. I mean, in the American tour, you know, you get a lot of girls.
You could always call the security off.
Yeah, but, you know, I don't really care, you know. But I mean, whatever happens, happens, you know. I just take it all as it comes. You know? When we go to Japan, it's going to be really, like teeny bopper scene. In Hawaii, it's really, really young, you know.
It's gone far beyond that.
12 to 12-year-olds in Hawaii. Last week, it was 2 weeks ago. It's different in each country, you know.
Peter Rudge, the tour manager. What does he think of the absence of Australian kids trying to break the security?
In America, we didn't have anything. We didn't have any kids rushing in or out. I mean, is it straight? I mean, did Slade have a lot of kids rushing in and out?
They seem to have created more hysteria than the Stones have done. You know, they seem so sort of well-organised and so mellow with the whole thing, really.
Yeah, well, that's what we've tried to, you know, that's exactly what we've tried to do. If 3 or 4 kids run across the tarmac when the Rolling Stones arrive, it sometimes does get interpreted as wild, hysterical scenes in the newspapers next day. And Mr. Jagger's problem, the Rolling Stones' problem, is that they are a bit famous and well-known. And, you know, if Fred Hubbard and the Blues Boys arrived in Australia and they were mobbed by 300 kids, it would probably get 2 lines. But if Mick Jagger was embraced by a 60-year-old grandmother when he got to Melbourne Airport, it might possibly interpret it as a riot.
The Rolling Stones tour rocks into Melbourne this weekend. And to mark this great rock event, 3XY are giving away giant full-colour Rolling Stones tour posters and car stickers. They're available free from Walsh's Jeans Dungeon, corner of Swanston and Burke Street City. It's just another free Stones goodie from your official Rolling Stone station.
Hello, this is Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones on 3.
Melbourne's Tullamarine Airport is deserted, although one Melbourne newspaper has released flight details of the Rolling Stones' arrival. The 26-member entourage who had flown into Australia with 10 tons of equipment has collected an extra 16 people, mainly security guards, in Sydney. The only crowds are here to greet is Beatitude Maximus V, Malchite Patriarch of Antioch and the Orient, in Melbourne for the Eucharistic Congress. Did you go out to the airport at all when the Stones arrived?
No.
Why not? Don't you think they're worth that?
No? I listen to their music.
That's all you're interested in? So do you think a lot of people then aren't prepared to sort of go do that thing like going to the airport, trying to get autographs, going to the hotel, hiding in lifts?
Yeah, they did.
I think we're growing out of that myself. I think, you know, like that was back in the Beatles days, you know. People don't do it anymore. They come to hear their music more.
If he wasn't a rock musician, he would still be, you know, the celebrity he is now, without a question, without any doubt at all. And therefore the pressures from that angle are immense on this tour. And it's one of my big moans all the time is that this isn't a rock and roll tour. It almost becomes impossible to run it like a rock and roll tour. You can't just walk on any plane. You can't just shamble into any hotel and hang around the lobby. You can't just walk down the street because, I mean, when he goes to a concert, you know, it's on the front page of the paper, which is fine. But, I mean, there's very other few, you know, the Beatles maybe, that would get that type of spread on a major newspaper just because he rolled up, quite unannounced, at a concert, you know, 2 hours after he got to Melbourne.
There was some comment in Rolling Stone in the article following the American tour. The music was almost a byproduct. In fact, that was said by Peter Rudge, that it was sort of between gigs, you know, which is the exciting time of being with the Stones.
No, that's sort of, for me, it's bullshit. I mean, for me, the exciting part is playing. You know, the rest of it's just hanging out and just living in hotels, and which is really dull. And you try and make it interesting. You know, you play, you think of everything to do. You can go out, and usually when you go out, it's a drag because like you get very selective about what you want to do. I mean, I don't like going out to just sort of use get, and you always end up in the wrong place. You know.
Like you were saying that last night.
Whatever, you know, you just end up the wrong place, the wrong girl, you know. And you wish, I think I should stay at home and play records. It's better, you know.
This is home in Melbourne, interchangeable with any other luxury hotel. It's where at 3 a.m. Anna Menzies types up the daily information sheet for the entourage, what's arranged for each day, and what vitamin pills to take. Entertainment is usually confined to the 2 floors that the touring party occupies, and there's not much use made of the cars, ready to take them anywhere at any hour. Spend most of their time out of the hotel are the tour heavyweights, the technicians and sound men. It's a matter of adjusting the basic stage, sound and lighting equipment to the local venue. The production manager for both the American and Australian tours is Patrick Stansfield.
I look at the venues and I meet the managers, meet the electrical contractors and the local personnel, the key people, give measurements, and there's just a million details that people want clarified, you see. Then I come back with the crew, and, well, we supervise the setup. Most places we aren't as fortunate as we are in Australia to have a permanent crew that travels with us. We have one promoter here. Normally we have a different promoter every 2 or 3 shows.
There's a sort of interchange of energy. If the audience has a lot of energy, otherwise you have to rely on your own. it's not only energy, it's kind of like adrenaline and stuff. If there's a lot of energy in the audience, it pushes you to work much harder.
The lyrics and have changed incredibly over the years. How have your attitudes changed then into your songwriting?
You just write about what you see and what you feel, and that's what I do, so, I mean, most of American lyric writers over the last 5 years, all they've done is write about peace in Vietnam, So I wonder what they're going to write about now, I mean, I just... the traditional sort of rock and roll song or pop song is like just about women, or love, but I mean that's a pretty good tradition,
So what are you feeling sort of in a radical way or a sexual way? You've never really got into a lot of political stuff. The Stones never have, and there was fairly, sexually based songs.
Yeah, well, I've always felt more sexual than political, I could never get that worked up about Edward Heath, I mean, so it's, just whatever reaches you first, So I guess I'm kind of short-sighted. Mostly it's between me and Mick, but you usually find that a song is usually written like 80-90% by one person, And we usually help, Mick comes to me and say, look, I got this. And I say, well, I've got one like that, So we sort of stick them both together and see if they work out, And but usually a song is written over 50% by one person, and then the other, somebody, I'll help Mick, or Mick will add a bit to one of mine, and we'll get it together like that. It's very different when you're playing on your own, in a home, and sort of humming to yourself, and playing with like 5 people, because all the riffs that you play become different, and they get turned around, the beat changes, you suddenly discover that this works and this doesn't work, and you make this up, you put this together. And then you come out with what you've written, which may or may not work, or it may be too slow, and you sort of double the time. I always write, all my songs are always too slow. I mean, they always work out to be going twice the speed in the end when they're recording what I've written. That's all right, I've gotten used to it. Yeah, Andrew Oldham got Mick and I into writing songs because I never thought of doing anything more than playing the guitar. And Mick never ever thought any more than singing, And it was Oldham that said, come on, you've got to get it together and start writing,
Is it you then who draws the sort of Robert Johnson inspiration? That he obviously wasn't going to last very long, he burned himself out. Is that how you feel about writing about yourself?
No, I don't feel that particularly about it. I'm too sturdy. But I felt that about Brian. Everybody did, and everybody knew that. Even Brian felt it, that he wasn't going to be around that long, And although it was a shock when it actually happened, nobody was really that surprised, There are people, I'm sure that everybody's got those feelings about certain people. Everybody knows people that you just have that feeling about they're not going to be 70 years old ever, Not everybody makes it,
Thank you. It's one more day of the Australian tour, and at Montserrat, the second and last press conference in Australia. Despite the security guards posted all around the property, no one even attempted to break the security. The castle was built by 1930s Melbourne bohemians who'd be pretty bored at today's press conference come party. The commercial television stations try to put some life into it.
There is a story going around that someone tried to smuggle some pot into the country. Is that...
Who did? What kind of pot? I don't understand.
What pot was it? I don't understand the question. It's not true.
I don't understand the question.
I thought the question was quite plain enough.
Someone was trying to know. I don't understand the question. No, I'm very sorry, sir. There was nobody trying to smuggle pot to the country. Phone up anybody you want.
Mr. Bradley, our immigration minister the other day...
Ask him. Phone him up.
Defended you very strongly and came out very much in your favour. What do you think of him?
Well, he was saying, for instance, one important thing that he wanted to put across was that Australia wanted to be part of Southeast Asia. which is very, what's the word?
Admirable.
Admirable, I thought, you know, after years of isolation. I mean, I hope, the only way I can see that happening is if more Southeast Asians come here. Because it's very difficult to be part of Southeast Asia when you don't understand that mentality. But he was very nice. Never said in that story. It never. So, you know, if you start on that, you know, that's why I was so rude to you, because you started on that. If you want to follow up in TV journalism what rubbish they dish out in the press, then you're pretty low. So watch out, boy.
The Australian press certainly tried to find the sensational headlines. In Auckland, Mick's hotel bed sheets auctioned for $400. 2 ounces of grass-like substance found in the charter plane carrying the Stones' equipment to Brisbane. But there was no direct link with the Stones, and the issue was dropped. Back on page 1 in Adelaide, 40 fans arrested as a crowd of 4,000 tried to storm one of the concerts, but no really big news. And in Sydney, some last desperate headlines before the Stones departed, forged tickets at the Sydney concerts.
Individually, and then, or you can do it collectively if you wish to begin with.
Les Perrin is the man who tried to keep things in perspective with the press. He's been 7 years with the Stones. He's followed the change in the public's attitude towards them.
We did notice 2 years ago that people listen a lot more to the music than they waste their energies on extrovert exercises of their own benefit. They like the music and they listen to the music. They get involved in the music. And again, reverting to Auckland, all these thousands standing with their hands above their heads, clapping in time with the music. Some of them singing along as the lyrics of things like Jumpin' Jack Flash and so on. It was something quite unique, and I don't think there's any decline in the excitement. It's just channeled in a different direction.
No, I come from music. Do you think that whole hysteria thing is dying down now?
No, not really, because I haven't been out here for ages.
Have you ever been to a rock concert where that whole hysteria thing has happened in Australia?
Yes.
What group would it have been?
Oh, Joe Cocker.
I've been a Rolling Stones fan for years, and they're really good. They've slackened up slightly. I like their older music, but I still really like them.
What about going to the hotel? Would you prepare to sort of find out where they're staying and, you know, try and see them at the hotel at all?
No, not really. It'd be too much bother.
You don't think it's worth it then?
I'll probably use if you knew how to get there and everything, but I can be bothered.
What would you be looking for if you went there anyway?
Mick Jagger.
Oh, you go and see Mickey Jagger, don't you? You like Mickey Jagger, you go and see him.
I think that most people came for the music, and that's what I came for. And for all the kids that are out, you can see that there are millions of kids.
We're not out to take over the country or the world or anything else, man. We're just rock and roll musicians, and that's all we are. Yeah, I think the Mafia had an easier job to get in here than we would. Yeah. Right.
Let me whisper in your ear.
black silk gloves and a black silk hair. She looked at me strange with black velvet eyes. She looked at me strange, all cunning wise. But I saw the flesh just fall off her bones. But our little scar was under like cold. Lord have mercy, fire and brimstone, all the stains and we missed the stain. Lord, when I was dancing, dancing, dancing somewhere, dancing, dancing somewhere, dancing, dancing, your hand on me, and dancing, dancing, was dancing, dancing, dancing somewhere, dancing, dancing, dancing somewhere, dancing, dancing, dancing somewhere, Lord, dancing, 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 honey, is there any place that you would like to eat? I know a coffee shop down on 52nd Street. And I don't need no fancy food and I don't need no fancy wine. And the show don't need the tears you cry. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we say goodbye. I've been thinking of you. I've been thinking of you. In a movie house down on 42nd Street. Ain't a very likely place for you and I to meet. Watching the snow swirl around your hair and all around your feet. And I'm thinking to myself, you surely looks a treat. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we kiss goodnight. I've been thinking of you. I've been thinking of you. This. Can ya? Can ya? No, no. I can't go on like this. Can ya? You give me a cure out from New Orleans. Now that's a recipe I showed to me. Some cider vinegar and some elderberry wine. May cure all your ills, but it can't cure mine. Your Louisiana recipes have let me down. Your Louisiana recipes, my baby let me down. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we kiss goodnight. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we say goodbye. I drink. Till the next time that we say goodbye. Till the next time that we kiss goodnight. I'll be thinking of you. I'll be thinking of you. I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause it means that much to me. Ain't you right to beg, sweet darling, please don't leave me, don't you go. Ain't you right to plead, baby, baby, please don't leave me, don't you go. Well, I heard a quiet man is half a man with no sense of pride. If I cry, I'll keep you. I don't mind weeping. If weeping gonna keep you by my side. Ain't you right to beg, sweet darling, please don't leave me, don't you go. Ain't you right to plead, baby, baby, please don't leave me, don't you go. If I have to sleep on your doorstep all night and day, just to keep you from walking unique, they're extraordinary, certainly. They're probably the world's leading rock group. Will you welcome the Rolling Stones? And
there, a slightly different form there of choral music with a slight difference. We'll be back with Prince Charles in just a moment.
Mick, hold it, Mick. Hold it, Mick. Hold it, Mick. Hold it, Mick. Can't do a bloody thing. Mick. Mick, one for me, Mick. One for me. I'm your mate. Come together, please, Mick. Mick, one together. Please. Sorry. Do we have? No, I'm really sorry. None together today. Where's Mr. Walker? Can you turn around?
People have been talking about responsibility for a long time about pop singers generally. Everybody in the public eye has a responsibility. I'm not quite sure if this responsibility is quite as great as they make out, because I believe that individuals really make their own minds up more than people think. They really don't follow that much. You know, I mean, if they'd have followed Paul McCartney, you know, if all the Beatle fans in the world had followed Paul McCartney, they all would have taken acid by now, which I'm sure isn't the case. But the responsibility is something which one realises quite early on. But this responsibility is usually quite narrow, and I don't like the kind of things such as some pop stars do, associating themselves with religion, preaching some kind of religion, and hoping this will sort of turn all the kids on to Christianity. I've never done that in any way, over anything, over religion, over drugs, over politics, over anything. I've never, because I don't consider myself knowledgeable enough or a responsible enough leader of anybody to...
They began to talk openly about drug taking, and they seem to have put happiness and love and drugs together.
They always go together. I don't think heroin brings happiness to anybody, or morphine, or cocaine, or anything like that. This is terrible things that people just get hooked on, and they're really not nice at all. There might be other kinds of drugs which aren't as harmful as this at all. And we've got a fantastic, the whole world, Western world has got a fantastic legalised drug system, which there's hundreds and hundreds of places where we're supposed to take drugs, namely alcohol, which is very big business. And this drug, alcohol, is certainly, I don't think, any worse than the other drugs which have been brought up recently. And it's merely the Western drug, whereas...
Do you condone, then, drug taking in private?
Condone drug taking? I don't know. It's against the law, you know. I mean, that's not necessarily... I mean, it was against the law at one point, not so long ago in the judicial history of this country, to attempt to commit suicide. And some of those people who attempted to commit suicide were put in prison. I think, looking back on it, it seems rather a barbaric law. And we might, at one stage, look back upon this set of laws and consider them in the same way.
Like the lady interviewer of the political newspaper asked me about capitalism, and then the man from the radio asked me what my favourite Rolling Stone records are, and then the one before that asked me, you know, who I was sleeping with.
Do you get asked a lot of personal questions?
Yeah, a lot of political ones, you know, which I just don't have any interest in politics, you know. I don't follow it, so I'm wildly out of date, you know.
But why do people talk to you about politics?
Because they think, you know, in their sort of interview mentality, that I have some sort of view which other young people think the same, which may or may not be true. I mean, I'm the same, because I'm the same as them, you know, rather than them following me, I follow them, you know. Or I reflect them, or something, or I'm just the same as them, you know.
But they ask you to speak for your generation.
Yeah, all that, you know, which is just rubbish, because I just don't, you know.
Do people have preconceptions about you?
I can't tell. I'm sure they have. Fantasies they have. I'm not saying interviewers, necessarily. Ordinary people, just people in the street, have certain fantasies. I think they have fantasies about everyone connected with rock and roll or films, you know. I think that's what films and, you know, show business, or what you want to call it, is about, you know, as far as they're concerned. And the media have always never tried to destroy that, you know. They always think, oh, you know, just think of so-and-so's, what they've done, what Errol Flynn's sex life was, you know, or what, you know, it's big fantasies for them, you know. They can project themselves into that, you know. A guy come up to me in the pub and say, will you please leave this pub? I'll say, why? I want something to eat. And he says, I don't like your way of life. Well, I mean, he doesn't know me. I mean, he's only got my way of life from the news of the world, or wherever he's got it from, or maybe he's just imagined the whole thing. I don't know how he knows what my way of life is. Only in as far as the media, so it's a fantasy.
But you must be very unobservant if you don't notice the way other people behave towards you.
I am very unobservant. I'm really, how do you say, thick-skinned. Either I've grown to be, or I am naturally very insensitive to other people's feelings, especially people that I don't know. Except in an audience, you know, and I take notice of them because I've come to see them, so I take notice of them. And roll's got into such a weird thing now because so many people analysing it, and you know, especially in America, there's the most. Oh, it's a lot made of nothing as far as I'm concerned. You know, people writing in newspapers filling up space, but I mean they're reviewing one song, taking, you know, 6 columns, you know, the sociological meaning, the religious meaning, the political meaning, and then what I personally think, and they wrap it all up, you know. I mean, it's just ludicrous for me. It seems to be too much appreciation from the older generation, as far as I can make out. You can't get rid of them at concerts, asking these questions about, you know, what made you write this, and did you read Baudelaire's Land of Cocaine? I can detect the influence of Rabelais there. It's just rubbish, you know.
I noticed you've got Baudelaire on your shelves and the history of the devil and the idea of evil, so obviously you're not disinterested in the idea of evil.
No, I'm interested. I'm interested in the idea, all those kind of ideas. It's the usual thing, I think, at this time of one's life, to be interested in that. I mean, after you read certain poetry, you know, then you get interested in it factually, you know. I mean, everyone reads all those things when they're young. Everyone that goes to college. I'm just a college dropout.
But a lot of people feel uncomfortable at the words of your song and the tones of your songs, don't they?
Do they? I don't think so.
The kind of thing I mean was borne out when I saw Performance, which it seems to me is about using people as objects, and is a very depraved film.
Decadent, maybe. A little decadent. Yeah, it's decadent, you know, that film. I mean, it's I think all the people in it, more or less, apart from James Fox, are decadent people. I mean, they were specifically put together for that, you know, and everyone went more decadent than they really are, you know, for the purpose of acting.
We haven't got a blower up here.
What in God's name has he done to his hair?
He's blown it.
Yeah, well, that's it, dear. I've got to ring up my agent again. Oh, I fancied the red.
No, it was the red was died.
Dead. Died. Red.
Died it? Dead.
Red.
Van Gogh, eh?
Oh, no, this is the normal.
The normal?
Yeah. I was just having a laugh. Having a laugh, you see, with my act, with my image. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Thought you would. He reckons, my agent, that time for a change.
It's time for a change.
What is it, boy?
Yeah, so can I. Personally,
casting one's mind back, I rather liked it.
No, you fool, your act, your image. We just remembered, see? We seen it. We caught it in Hamburg, your act.
Oh, yes, it was fascinating.
Oh, mushrooms, eh? I like them fried.
Hungry, hey?
Even though as one artist to another is a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah, well, I am a bit old-fashioned.
I think the actors have a certain amount of decadence, which is why they were chosen to play the parts. I didn't put James Fox in that because I think he was chosen because he wasn't so decadent. Nevertheless, the people in real life aren't like they are on the screen. But I mean, the whole thing in a good film, I think, which I like performance, I think it's a good film, in retrospect, is... What was I going to say? That they are, you know, they're believable. People will believe that Anita Pallenberg and myself are really like that in real life. But in actual fact, we're not.
If there are a lot of people who are convinced that in some way you and your music are an evil influence, that must be a challenge that you would take seriously and want to reply to.
I don't take it seriously anymore. I think we've won, you know. I mean, I don't think people do. I mean, I don't know if you are saying you think so. I'm saying, yeah, that at the beginning, you know, when we started out, they did. People would say that. I think now, I think they've accepted us. I mean, especially in England. I mean, if you stay around in England for longer than 5 years, you know, you become like an institution, you know, like you know, the BBC.
Leslie? Yes. Mademoiselle.
I can't do that, Liz.
Well, I'll have to go get the basket.
Will you do that, Bianca? So you think it's fair that they go away? I don't think we can do it in front of you people. No, I love you all. But I don't think we can do it with you people stuck in our face.
We just speak French.
Mais je veux pas, je veux que tu fasses les photos ici. Comme ça. Mais je veux que après vous avez fait les photos, vous partez.
Le quatrième témoin, s'il vous plaît. Le quatrième témoin qui sera le quatrième.
Juste pendant quelques instants.
In English?
Richard.
In English, all I could say to you, can I talk to the people who are listening, not the people that are taking photographs?
Can you stop taking photographs?
Stop, man. Listen.
Mick Jagger came to Saint-Tropez for a quiet wedding, but it's been chaotic and it's brought the town to a standstill. But despite the pushing and the pulling and the uncertainties, there has been a brief time for two ceremonies. And now at last, Mick Jagger has found himself in the chapel on the hill overlooking Saint-Tropez and is at last marrying his Nicaraguan bride.
S'il vous plaît.
Pardon.
Vers nous. Vers nous. Une seconde vers nous. Madame.
Si la main est bien.
Ah ouais,